Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Are you being tested? This is one of your questions. If you're interested in more material, check out the channeled messages as well as Step Up the Light Worker. Indeed, we need to step up with our energy work. There's more material available on the site if you'd like to support the channel. Join membership page. I will leave the link in the description. So, why are you thinking that you are being tested? Is it possible that you are realizing that this reality is temporary, that it has many flaws, that things don't add up, that it is acting weird, glitching? Anytime the glitches happen, it's like, did it have to happen now? Yeah, that is what the reality is of this plane. Of course, it is all happening in our minds. You already know by now you are dreaming this dream. The question is how to maneuver in this dream. The answer is in your own question, is to remember that this is just a test. You can see it as coming in without memories of your life purpose, through experiences in life, through these obstacles, through love and hate, light and dark, making your own decisions, and then finally getting a glimpse of what you might be here for. It has to be like this. Otherwise, if we know, we will act differently. So for example, if you know that this is the last day you're going to spend on this planet, will you act any differently? If you know that this system collapses or that system collapses, would you do anything differently? And that is the test. You test yourself. You see your limits. You see your strengths. How else do you grow? It is all easier said than done, but somebody's got to say it, right? I'll do it. Yes, it is very tough. And the painful thing is to remember that we actually agreed to this prior to coming here. Not only that, we have done this before, so it isn't our first time doing it. And the question is, why are we still coming back? What do we do to not have to go through this anymore? And this is to get off this carousel, as Gaia, when I channeled the earth, she called it carousel. She said, what if the carousel breaks? What are you gonna do? And this is the test. Being too attached, thinking that for as long as supporting the system, you'll be just fine. Remember that the system will have an end. So if there's a full-on reliance on it, well, what's going to happen later? So the test is, through all of this drama, to remember that you are here first for your inner being. Because a lot of things are illusionary, it is difficult to perceive them as that, especially during the troublesome times. The test is in our ability to be able to stay afloat, so to speak. This is a daily job. It's not going to happen overnight. It adds up. So little by little every day. And that consists of few things that need to be done daily. It is feeding your body with clean foods, clean water, feeding your mind with clean information that was preserved for our times, feeding our soul, feeding our spirit with light. This light is understood by you differently on every level of your awareness. The light is just the word of few letters. The truth of it is the living force of life, that which creates and pushes forth everything, that which makes a tree create a new leaf, that force that causes you to appear in this reality through conception and birth, and waits for you to have the realization of its realness so that it can work with you together in unison. The test also lies in your ability to unattach from that which you think you are. We all have personalities. Some of us have more than one. Because we act differently. You know, we one way in home, another way at the doctor's, another way in the supermarket, another way at the concert. We're different. But that which we consider as us, as that personality, should cause to dive deeper into seeking the realness of you. Find it, because it exists. It existed before you came here, and it will exist after you release this body. So what is that real version? Many people think they will find it after death, and this is why they come back. So in order to stop this reincarnation into the same version of life, you must open your eyes, or as a lot of people like to hear, wake up, while in the body, because this is the toughest part. If you do open your eyes while in the body, then if you drop the body, it won't make a difference. You're already open. So that means if you ever decide to come back again, it won't be in this plane. It has to be somewhere that vibes alongside with you. Somewhere where there is more awareness and remembrance of the past, access to the future. So the test lies in understanding of time as well. Time is here. In the outer, far, far away from here, you can see it at night in the sky. No time. See, time is experiences. This is why our experiences repeat. Sometimes with the same people, sometimes same experiences with different people. Like, how could that be? Because it is something that we need to accomplish, complete, have closure, learn, or graduate from. They will repeat. We have those celestial bodies up there, the planets, the stars and whatnot, that assist on this path. They dictate the path. Sometimes we're in their mercy, but the realization that even that could be an illusion also helps you move forward and way, way ahead. This is the remembrance of your future, because time is relative. When hearing global situations not sounding good, the calamities, and expecting things to change, for example, this type of a disclosure or the other, the time will go by, that time that exists here, that changes the dates on the calendar, and the waiting is just gonna stretch, because it's just a game. It's theatrical plays that have different actors. They only look different to our physical eyes, but if you were to realize the realness of you as a soul, you would know that it's the same souls that were here with you during medieval times, during Renaissance, who've been here before many, many times. Because we forget, we can't recognize them because the body looks different. We wear clothes that are okay by this system of things. But you know, we were here a couple of 100 years ago and 1,000 years ago. It's kind of like a game of push and pull. We come here to learn goodness and to do good. Not every advanced soul can do it. There are many advanced souls who know a lot, know how to manipulate energy in a good way, but they tend to be power hungry. So they manipulate that very energy to hold mentally captive the billions of people. It is painful to come into the system of things to try to help when they don't want this help because they like this drama. So the test is to remember that everyone has free will to do whatever they want to do. You can help, you can instruct. It is their choice to follow, adhere to the message, to use this knowledge, or to just throw it away. It is a test for you also to see how much you are dedicated, how much love you have within you, how much tenacity, and what is it that you are preparing to do when more and more people start asking questions, start looking around, and begin realizing that something is not right, something that you've known for a long time. Are you prepared to help them? Or you will just gonna be nodding and be like, yeah, I've known this, I've been awakened for so long. Are you ready to help? This is gonna be another test. Because it's not enough to open the eyes. Eventually, when the time is right, you will have to help. This is why we have these foods for body, mind, and soul. So, are you being tested? Yes. Are you passing the test? This is up to you. The question: would love to learn more on realigning with the kingdom of heaven within. You say the kingdom of heaven within. Well, there you go. That's how you realign from within. But the question is, to you, what is the kingdom of heaven? How do you understand it? Why do you agree with this term? And another one, to realign. Does that mean that you were aligned with it before? Remember what you did before in order to realign again. It will always be based on the foundation of your love for life. God is life. God is love. The relationship with the living force of life, not the life that begins with alarm, followed by coffee, followed by a busy schedule. Not that life. The living force of life, that which births new stars, that which digests your food, force of life that appears as a spark in your eyes, this one. As you notice more and more of it, as you begin to love it, you get closer to realization that the spirit in you as a soul. Now there's debates on whether the body is in the soul, soul in the body. Who cares? Depends on which perception you're looking at. Both are correct. That spirit within, even the soul, that whole energy that makes anything alive, what is your relationship with it? Well, the number one should be a recognition that indeed anything that is divine is alive, whether in the body or not in the body. Alive is a force of life. Number two, do you love it? If you look at the birds, look at butterflies and the bees, they give an example of what means to love life. So being in nature is not a cliche advice. It's true. In this plane, before this busy schedule and the industrial revolution and whatnot, before all this, we were given that which we needed to thrive. We were given everything to come back to the 12-strand DNA. It was already here. But we looked in the other direction because we wanted to become more and more dense. Now all of a sudden we're realizing, this does not work. We reached the deepest density, 2-strand, almost animal. How do we go back? There. Remembrance and keep up with it. Not pretending, not fake smiling, but in the truest, purest version of self. Things you like, things you dislike, make up your current personality. If you want to change it, first is the recognition of what is it that you are as a being in this body. It is realization of the relationship between the body and the spirit within you. That the body is temporary. You can change it through incarnation as well as change it through the diet, through meditations. The personality is the one to get to know through being authentic with self. So, looking straight into your eyes, mirror exercises, or simply staring. Who are you, truly? When you're sad, allow yourself to be sad and feel it. When you're happy, allow yourself to be happy. What is it? When you're judgmental, allow yourself to be judgmental and learn this personality in order to modify it and become close to that which you call the kingdom of heaven. Because the kingdom of heaven, as you probably heard, is pure, is clean, is honest, open, expanding in all directions, in all dimensions, just like you, because you are of it, which means you are a little version of it. Now, how can one version in this plane, in this reality, realign with it? Through that authenticity of that which you perceive as you. So back to within. Congratulations on answering your own question.